Hey guys, it's Matt with BleepinJeep.com, and today I'm going to show you how to winch backwards using using the winch on the front of your Jeep. I know it's a little bit strange, it's a little bit hard to believe, it's kind of a physics quandary, and I didn't do so hot in physics, but you don't have to understand it, you just have to see it happen, and then you shall too believe. So the first thing that you'll need actually is 3 snatch blocks. Now nobody ever carries 3 snatch blocks with them unless you're Crocodile Dundee or something. So we're going to make do with some D-ring shackles, because the only way you're going to have 3 snatch blocks is if you have 3 buddies with you in separate Jeeps, and if that was the case they could just pull you backwards. So this is a scenario where you're by yourself, you get stuck and you need to get winched out backwards, and you're the only person that can do it. So we'll use shackles instead. It's a little bit tough on your winch line, but you know, it's worst case scenario. And you also need some tree straps. Now before we get started, check out the new Factor 55 Pro Link. Now this thing is heavy duty. They make them in all kinds of colors, and it's made to replace the standard hook that goes on the front. This thing can slip off or whatever. This thing, there is no slipping. It's made to take a D-ring shackle and you just put it on there like this. Now if you don't like the one that sticks out like this, they also make a Factor 55 flat link, and it's made just to sit flat across the fairlead there. Now both of these are heavy duty. The flat link was close to 50,000 pounds on the brake strength, and this one is close to 40,000 pounds. They also make fairleads as well, so check them out, factor55.com. Okay, so on to the winching. Now let me show you what we're going to do here. This is my Jeep right here. We're stuck. We need to go backwards. So what we're going to do is take the winch on the front. We're going to go to a tree with the snatch block. Then you're going to go back to the behind the car to another tree with a snatch block or whatever you got, D-ring, shackle. And then you're going to go to the Jeep with the D-ring, shackle, or snatch block again. And then you're going to go back to another tree. Now you can go to a separate tree, or you could go back to the same tree. So let's see this in real life. So first I need to pull some winch cable. Doesn't that just make my Jeep look beautiful? Alright, so remember to wear your gloves whenever you're working with cable. You'll also want to pull a lot of cable, because you don't want to have to go back and pull more slack once you got it running back and forth. Now remember, we're not going forward, we're going backwards, so the tree in front of you can be pretty close. The closer the better, because that way you won't have to pull so much cable. Now this is a snatch block. Right here we're going to set up a tree saver, and then we're going to put a D-ring around that, and then we're going to put our cable through the snatch block like so, and attach the snatch block to the first tree. Okay, now we're going to run our cable back that way. Okay, now you can see that we're behind the Jeep, and what we want to do is hook a tree saver or your tow rope to a tree back behind the Jeep, and ideally you want to put a snatch block back here as well. I've only got one, so we're just going to go through a D-ring shackle with the tow rope. Now like I mentioned before, that's not great for the cable, but this is the worst case scenario anyway. Nobody's going to have 3 snatch blocks with them. So now what we're going to do is go from here to the Jeep. Alright, so now at the Jeep we're going to do the same thing, either a snatch block or a shackle, and we're just going to go through that, and then we're going to go back to that tree. Okay, now like I mentioned, you don't have to go to this same tree, but it just makes it that much easier. One less D-ring and one less tree strap or tow strap. So we're just going to connect that to here. Okay guys, now you want to make sure to put something heavy over the lines. You can use a jacket or anything heavy. In this case I'm using a car seat. What that'll do is just keep that from smacking you if the cable does happen to snap. So what we did was we went from the front of the Jeep to the tree, to a tree behind the Jeep, to the back of the Jeep, and then back to the tree behind the Jeep. I've never done this before. Basically, this scenario would come up on a very rare occasion in which I've never had to use. For one, this Jeep rarely gets stuck, but also it's just very rare that you'd have to winch backwards. But if it happens, this is how you do it. So let's see how this magic works. Alright guys, well it's not working, and I think I have a theory as to why. Not having 3 snatch blocks is my theory, and I think that's causing this to have too much friction at these points where I don't have snatch blocks. So I'm determined though to make it work with 1 snatch block, because I don't ever carry more than 1 snatch block with me. So what I'm going to do is take the snatch block off the front and replace it right here on the Jeep. I'm going to swap the D-ring shackle from the back of the Jeep around, and let's see if that works. Now let's see if this works. I hope it does, because the storm is rolling in. Fail. Okay guys, well, I give up. I was thinking about going to the store and buying 2 more snatch blocks, but at $50 a piece, this video isn't quite that important. But as you can see, this is how everybody else does it that I've seen, and it seems to work whenever you use 3 snatch blocks. But like I said, if you use 3 snatch blocks, or if you have 3 snatch blocks, then you probably got 2 other buddies with you that could just yank you out. But let me give it one more shot. This is my attempt at reverse winching. Screw this snatch block shit. I'm just going to go under the Jeep. Seems like a lot less work and will do just as well. Now I got 500 foot of cable to deal with, and it's about to become a turd floater. Alright guys, now that's how you reverse winch the easy way. Took a lot less cable, a lot less time, a lot less effort, and a lot less snatch blocks and tree savers. And it did just as fine, just as fast, a lot faster actually, and a lot easier. So, sorry if you were expecting something else, but that's the way I'm going to do it if I have to reverse winch. Don't forget to check out Factor 55 for their Pro links. These suckers are great. They really look nice and really do the job well, heavy duty. And they also make the fair leads if you've got the rope, the synthetic rope. So check them out, factor55.com. Check out my website, BleepinJeep.com. We've got all the best off-road videos on YouTube, none of the boring stuff, hats and t-shirts, stickers, all kinds of great stuff, BleepinJeep.com. Do subscribe right here to the YouTube channel and check out the Facebook page as well. It's starting to rain on me, so we'll see you in the next video. Have fun. Okay guys, I hope you learned something there. I want to thank you for watching and thank you for subscribing and supporting the BleepinJeep channel. Now we've got a few options for you. First of all, these videos can be costly and take a lot of time to do. And if you want to contribute, you don't have to, but if you'd like to, the option for that is right over there. Also, we'd love for you to check out the t-shirt store. The link for that is right down there. We've got these t-shirts, this hat, and more at BleepinJeep.com/store or that link. Also, we'd love for you to subscribe to the YouTube channel. That option is right below. It's free. You get updates via email every week when we upload a new video. Also, we'd love for you to check out the website, BleepinJeep.com, or click this link right here. We've got all kinds of off-road videos. We've got how-to videos, off-road parks, and discount coupon codes, and more. So check that out, BleepinJeep.com. Alright guys, thank you very much for subscribing and supporting, and we'll see you in the next video.